Have you ever slept in too long and you get this feeling in your dream of irritation? You get this feeling that pisses you off, even in your dream, because you've been sleeping too long. You know, you're supposed to get 8 hours of sleep, but after a while, your body tells you, you have enough sleep. Why are you still sleeping? And that's kind of the feeling of almost kind of like irritation, like you're overheating, like you need to wake up. And then sometimes your dream will even become kind of like a fever dream. And, you know, the dream characters will, say something weird and it's all to wake you up, right? The point is, that's how I feel lately with my life. I feel like it's been so long that I've been doing the same thing every day. Because I really do. I do the same thing every day, week by week. And I'm 25 years old. And I feel like I want to wake up. I feel like I want to just do something. I'm tired of sleeping. I'm tired of feeling like I'm not getting anything done or moving on with my life. I'm tired of feeling like I'm in the same place day by day. I'm tired of feeling, most of all, that I'm watching the best years of my life pass me by. I truly feel like time has been going by so much quicker because I do the same thing every day. And I feel like the years are going by quicker. And that feeling really sucks. I don't like the feeling that time is passing me by. I don't like the feeling that my life is passing me by without me doing the things that I always dreamed of doing, that I always promised myself I would do as a kid. Because, let me be honest with you, once you stop chasing tail, once you stop chasing stupid things in your life that don't get you anywhere anyways, you start to realize that life is about doing the things that you always wanted to do as a grown-up when you were a kid. For me, when I was a kid, I always dreamed of escaping, of getting somewhere, going to a faraway land, and having uninfringed freedom. I always dreamed of freedom. And I don't know why, but as a kid, I always used to look out the window of the car, and I'd always imagine walking all around the United States and all around the world, and just going wherever I pleased, doing whatever I pleased. Having complete freedom and spontaneity. And that's how I feel. I still want to do those things. I still want to do that. But for many years of my life, I wasted my time trying to chase after things that were completely meaningless and didn't get me anywhere. And, now that it's been a good year of me kind of doing the same thing every day, because I'm a man of routine, I enjoy my routine. I'm getting this feeling that I'm overheating, that I've slept too long, that it's time to wake up. It's time to do something crazy. It's time to break through and jump off. Because I feel like I've been on the diving board trying to jump off for a while, but I feel like a good metaphor of my life is that I've been playing it safe and I haven't been willing to simply jump in the water. Now, you might be asking me, like, what do you mean? Like, what are you talking about when you're saying that you want to jump in the water? Well, for me, I don't really know, because there are different things that I'm considering doing and that I'm too scared to do. Like, one thing is I want to move to a different state potentially, right? That's one choice. I mean, there are many options that I see, but one idea is that I want to move to a different state. Another idea is that I want to because I have some money saved up, I want to buy a kind of a van and do a camper conversion and make videos on it on YouTube and make it into a nice van and then tour the United States with some of my saved up money. And then the other idea I have is that I want to send it, bro. I want to go on a plane and I want to get out. I want to go. I want to go on a plane and go somewhere crazy, man. That's what I want to do so bad. I just want to do something different. I'm tired of the routine. I'm tired of the same old. I go to the gas station at 11 p.m. every night. Every single night. And I get snacks, or I love my routines, and I see the same people at the same coffee shops every day, and I see the same people at the same cigar lounge every day. And that's all fine and dandy, but I'm just ready to change something in my life. I just want something different. I'm tired of the feeling of going to the same things, right? And sometimes I just crave something completely different. Not just a little different, not just I want to go to Florida, not just this or that. I want to do something extreme. I want to be fully engaged in something so different that I could never be bored. Whereas for example, if I go to Brazil, I can never be bored because I'll be always watching my back. And that sense of danger, I'm not saying I wish that upon anybody, but part of me wants a little bit of danger in my life, because at least then I wouldn't be bored. I would have to watch my back. I did the same thing in Mexico. And part of me wants to go somewhere where I don't know the language that people speak. And I don't know the culture. And the culture's foreign to me. And everything's so different. That would be fun. And it wouldn't be fun in the moment as much as you might think. It wouldn't be fun like going to a amusement park would be fun. It would be fun in the way, it would be the type of fun where you don't realize how fun it is until it's over. Until you can like retrospect on it. For example, my first 2 years of college, I was many states away in Ohio. I was away from my family and I hated it. I was lonely. And, you know, I was constantly thinking, I can't wait till college is over. But looking back on it, about 2-3 years after that, retrospectively, they were the best years of my life. And I felt so much anxiety during the time, and I felt so much stress during the time. But those things made me feel alive. Being on my own made me feel alive. Not knowing what the outcome of certain things would be made me feel alive. Difficulty, trials, and tribulations made me feel alive. When you have a life with no difficulty, trials, and tribulations, suddenly you have an easy life, but you have no concept of time. And you're not going to feel alive because you have no trials, you have no tribulations, you have no difficulty, you have no adversity. All of that stuff is what life is. And I built a perfect life for myself, which I don't have difficulty, I don't have stress, I don't have adversity. And I really have nothing to stress about ever, and I hate it. I built my life in a way to make it so I never feel stressed out, and I hate it. You know, a life with no responsibilities is barely a life worth living. And I'm not saying that I'm suicidal or something. That's not what I'm saying. Sorry guys, I was thinking of a word that YouTube wouldn't potentially censor or something. I don't know. But that's not what I'm saying, right? What I'm saying is that it's not that life's not worth living at all. It's just that life is going to be boring when you have no responsibilities or anything. And also no difficulty. And I'm not, you know, I hope I don't, you know, jinx myself, because I don't all of a sudden, I don't want to like get cancer tomorrow or something. That's not what I'm saying either. Like, I hope I don't say I want more difficulty in my life, and then I'm not necessarily saying I want more difficulty in my life. I guess what I'm saying is, you know, the things that come along with a harder lifestyle, a more difficult lifestyle, make you feel more alive. A lifestyle in which you have more responsibilities makes you feel more alive. And a lot of us have figured out how to get that stress-free lifestyle, and it's not exactly fun. But anyways, it's not exactly fulfilling is the right word. The point of what I'm trying to say is that I have some money saved up, and I'm ready to try something different. I want to live somewhere like really weird, really unusual, a different culture I know nothing about. And I want to face challenges and be on my own. And I want to be immersed in a culture that I don't know. And if I don't do that, I'll do something else. But if it's not that or anything else I talked about, I want to start a business. I want to try to do something. And I'm making this video to tell you guys that I will, okay? I'm not just going to talk about it. I will do something. But I made this video because I wanted to see if anyone else could relate. You know, like, does anyone else feel this way? Does anyone else just want to go fuck off and go travel? Does anyone else just want to get out? Does anyone else just want to change their lifestyle that they're so tired of because every day feels like the same day? I can't be the only one. You know, I have no course to sell you, but if anyone else feels like me, I've been making a Discord server of ways that we can make money online. It's kind of lame, I'm not gonna lie. All I have so far are just a bunch of ideas I've come up with. But go ahead and join the server if you want. And there's also a part in the server where you can travel. I'm sorry. If people are traveling, they can make connections with each other to help each other out. So, like, let's say two people are traveling and they end up traveling to the same place. You know, somebody could be like, hey, is anyone gonna be in Argentina or something like that, Buenos Aires or Lima, Peru, or any random place, and that person can be like, yeah, dude, come crash on my couch, I got you. Anything like that, or tips or all that. So anyways, I'm about to just eat a cake, I guess. See? Hey, you know what? Why not try it while I'm here? That's pretty good. All right, have a good one, guys.